What's going on? How y'all doing? Let me just start to say Elton John has a new book out, and I've been read some of the excerpts, and I will just read the excerpts. I don't know if I would buy the book. Um, I think he's one of the greatest artists ever, one of the greatest British artists ever, and I always say in Britain alone, in Britain, great Brit acts of all time, you can't really have a conversation without having him in there. Those great songs that him and Bernie Taupin did together were incredible. He's a great artist, very charismatic, great live performer, etc. However, I'm gonna take exception with his book, with the excerpts I've read. No, it was funny. I guess if he talked about Sylvester Stallone and Richard Gere fighting over Lady Diana, rest in peace, or um, what he said about Rod Stewart and the women and the airline tickets and stuff. But then he got all tizzy about Tina Turner talking about his clothing choices and crying. And then he had the nerve to just call Michael Jackson Disturb and all this other stuff. And I'm like, come on now. You had your own life, which played out on the screen and all your things and your addictions and stuff. So, and I have a problem when artists veer into lanes, which I don't feel that if you think that way, the public don't necessarily need to know. Whatever happened to tact and keeping it decent. Speak on him as an artist. Speak on highs and lows. When Elton would, get at Madonna about her singing or something, or Janet Jackson or something like that, I was like, okay, that's cool. Because you're an artist. If you're performing and you're salty about people not performing the task or how they singing or the songs they made, and you thought something was whack or cornball or something corny, that's cool. But when you start veering into people personally, especially in an industry where you have to sacrifice so much to reach where you do. And let's be realistic, not too many artists really make it that big. I'm talking about really making it. I'm not talking about the inflated stream crap. Streaming, anybody almost can stream a gajillion numbers. That don't mean that you actually hit the people like that. It's just a different dynamic. But people know the real from the real. But having said that, though, um, he was a bit much with this whole thing, talking about Michael Jackson and what have you, because it sounds like you're trying to sell your book to somehow make yourself seem more superior. And like I said, if you're not talking about it from an artist perspective, then you're just up there. What are you doing? So while I can respect him as an artist, I'm used to these artists being insecure the bigger they are. He need to chill, and I thought it was a bit much. So I just stick to some excerpts. I wouldn't dare purchase that book. I just read excerpts. I wouldn't want to touch that book because it's like you ain't in their shoes, and you sound like a player hater. So respect Elton John as a great artist, but I won't touch his book. That's my take on that, just from what I read the excerpts. I did enjoy that film a lot, and and one thing I like that he put it out before he left this earth, because more often than not, you should give those flowers and roses to those people before they descend. And so I give him that for having it out and all that, but I don't want to read no um, Queen Fest crying book or dissing unless you're talking about that as an artist. That's the way I'm gonna read it. So anyway, that's my thoughts and takes about the Elton John book and whatnot. Give me your thoughts and takes. Feel free to hit the subscribe, hit the like when the bell rings in the video. Have a good day. Peace.